Hi. Welcome back to Your Soul Revolution. Guys, this week I want to talk about your intuition. And this lines up perfectly because we're going to get into it today. I think, again, when life feels hard, when I feel like I'm pushing and forcing and ending up like my thoughts are going 1,000 miles a minute, I'm not sleeping, like all the stuff, just like, crunchy times. One of the first things I ask myself is like the basics, right? And one of those things is what is like, am I listening to my intuition or what am I trying to excuse or silence or avoid? Because here's the thing, our intuition is like the voice of our soul, and your intuition is only yours and only you can hear it. And it's like a muscle. We get to like strengthen it by listening to and trusting it. Um, and it shows up slightly differently for all of us, but we have to choose to listen. It's always guiding us. And the thing about our authority in human design, we call it, um, it's always going to get you to the right place at the right time. And the thing about our intuition is, if it makes sense, it's not your intuition. Our intuition often doesn't make sense. It's little nudges, the like voice inside our head, the all of a sudden knowing, the like full body pull towards something, the like when you speak it out loud, you're just like, yes, that's it. Like these are some of the ways that our authority can work in human design. And when you know, you know. And I keep coming back to this because if you're unsure, it's not it. If you're unsure about the next step, if you're unsure about the person, if you're unsure about the relationship, if you're unsure about the action, if you're unsure about the business, if you're unsure about whatever it is, if you're not sure yet, it's not it. And it could be a no, and it could be a not right now, and it could be a not yet, but it's not a yes. If it was a yes, you'd be clear. It's like, you know, meeting the love of your life. Like when you know, you know. And if you aren't sure, just leave it for now. And I think that, again, our intuition shows up differently for all of us. And if you follow me and you've been listening on Instagram lately, you know that I did a 2-day water fast followed by a colonic, and I feel like $1,000,000. But it all started with an intuitive nudge. It all started with just a knowing, like, it's time to cleanse the body, Vicky, or like, this is what you need. And I couldn't explain it. It didn't make sense. My partner thinks I'm crazy for getting colonics. My partner thinks I'm crazy for fasting for 2 days. And I didn't let that stop me. Like, there's constantly going to be noise. There's going to be someone telling you you're crazy. There's going to be someone telling you you're wrong. There's going to be someone telling you that's not the right way. There's going to be someone telling you it's not going to work. You have to be so certain in what your intuition sounds like, what it sounds like when your soul is speaking to you, so that you can listen to it and choose it over everything else. Because, and I've had several conversations. It's so funny. I've been focusing on this, and I think, again, aware of it because I just had this instance in the last week where it was like, okay, my body just needed that. I have had the creativity has been flowing, the energy has been flowing. And if you've been listening on the podcast, you know, a few weeks ago, I was in some crunchy times. I feel like myself again. I feel like me. And the other thing is trusting where I was. Like, again, my intuition wasn't saying, like, go, go, go. And so I allowed myself to rest, and I allowed it to be okay that my motivation was on a hiatus and that my energy was taking a vacation without me. Because our bodies are always guiding us, but we think it's wrong. We think it's weird. We don't understand it. We don't understand how it connects to everything else. We need to make it seem logical. We need to be like everyone else. We need to compare ourselves. And so we don't do the thing. And then we end up in a situation where we're burnt out, unhappy, unenergized, blah, and we don't know why. If life is lifey right now and there's a million things coming at you, how can you just tune in? Come back to the body and let it guide you. And the thing about, like, if you have been ignoring your intuition for a while, if you haven't been listening to it, you need to practice. Like, can you just use it to make a decision on what to wear, make a decision on what you want to eat or when you want to eat? Like, start to let it guide you in the little things, because our decisions impact our whole life. And if we ignore our own inner guidance and make a decision based on someone else or something outside of us, it will result in misalignment. It will get us to a place where we're not supposed to be, or it will delay us getting to where we are supposed to be. And it will feel off. You'll know. Like, then you get to a place of burnout or dis-ease or discomfort, or like things just aren't working, or it feels hard, or it feels like you're forcing, or feels like you're pushing. And maybe it's just a sign that that wasn't the right decision. And it's not like we have to go course correct, right? Okay, so when I started re listening to my intuition, I wasn't like, I had to let go of the guilt that initially was there for, like, oh, fuck, I haven't been listening to this and I have been ignoring her. And it wasn't like in a day I course corrected for every bad decision I ever made, right? The decision is just today. Can you listen to your intuition? Can you follow? Can you trust? And prioritize that over anything external. And let it take you one decision at a time, 1 minute at a time, 1 hour at a time, one day at a time. Because I promise, it's like the foundation, it's like the building blocks for your life. Like, if you are building a business and you make a decision based on someone else or based on someone else's advice or based on what everyone else is doing, and then you get to a place where you're unhappy in your business or you're burnt out in your business or the clients aren't coming, it's like that initial decision, like the dominoes flow. So are you making the right decision for you? I was talking to my partner last night because he was listening to a podcast with someone talking about like longevity, nutrition, all of this stuff. And at one point, he was talking about all the qualifications she has, like degrees, certifications, doctorates, whatever, right? Like listing them all off, like saying, like, this makes her the expert and she knows what she's talking about, and trying to prove, like, that I should go listen to this podcast. And in my head, I'm thinking, none of that makes her qualified to know me. Guys, I don't care how many letters are after someone's name. I don't care how many dollars are in someone's bank account. I don't care what someone looks like, how perfect they are, how toned they are, how in shape. No one has access to your inner GPS except you. The decisions you make, the nudges your body gives you, that intuition will seem fucking crazy, will seem like it doesn't make sense, will seem like you're going against the herd, will seem like just people who even love you to death will not be able to understand it. And we have to be okay with that. Like, when I quit my job, like the entire peanut gallery of people in my life were trying to tell me what to do, what I should have done. Can you get your job back? Like, all this stuff. Like, when I make decisions, I even think I made a New Year's resolution one year to like make crazier decisions. I was like, the more people think I'm crazy, like the more on point I am. We do not need other people's permissions. Looking outside, comparing, Trying to get someone's attention, doing things based on things external to us will just get you lost in your life. It will not get you to the right place at the right time. Again, when my body told me like just do a water fast, go get a colonic, cleanse the body, I wasn't doing that to like re-energize myself. I wasn't doing it to get creative flow and make strides like on launching my course. I wasn't doing it for any other reason except to feel better in my body, to listen to my body. But they all happened again because my intuition, listening to it, got me to the right place at the right time. I didn't know it was going to like bring me back from the dead and give me my motivation and give me my creativity and give me my inspiration back. But it did because I just listened, and our body always knows the way. The things that don't seem like they're connected always are, because maybe your body's like, go work from a coffee shop today. Maybe you go work from the coffee shop and you meet a new client, or you meet a new best friend, or you run into someone you used to know who's like, let's run this event together, or you meet the love of your life, right? Like, you just never know. And I think about all, even like meeting my partner, right? During lockdown in COVID, um, I was like, I need to move. I need to move place. And I was looking for a new place with a friend of mine at the time. And we found this house. There were like six other people looking at it. We were like, we have no chance. We got the house. My partner ended up being my landlord, and we became friends. Like, we both then didn't drink, and we both like got to know each other, and then we started dating, and now we're madly in love and doing life together. And I couldn't make that up. Like, at the time I was on Tinder, like scrolling, going on dates, like having fun, whatever. But in the back of my mind, aka in my intuition, in my body, it was telling me like, you're going to meet your person like in person. It's not going to be on an app. It's not going to be whatever. And I was like, whatever. It doesn't make sense. I'm just going to have fun, especially because we're in COVID. There's nothing else to do. Like, let's just do it. And then it all just fell into place. Like, again, your intuition is like one thing at a time, right? It doesn't, I think that we think our intuition is going to like, I don't know, tell us like all the steps and where we're going to be in 5 years or something. Like, it's a moment to moment thing. And it's about following it one nudge at a time, and then it adds up. Again, it always gets you to the right place at the right time. It's like serendipitous because it's your soul speaking to you. And it's like, you just need to listen, and you don't know where it's going to lead. And we have to be okay with that. But if we trust ourselves, if we trust our body, if we know what it sounds like, and if we can listen, if we can have the courage to follow our body over everything external, then we win every time, because it will always get us where we need. It will always give us exactly what we need. It will always give us the next thing or the next growth or the next lesson. All we have to do is trust it. And sometimes that nudge is like, no, not this, let go of this. And sometimes it's fucking hard to follow it, to do the thing, to take the action. Instead of like staying safe, being comfortable. But those nudges are what make us great. They're what lead us to our path and the life that we desire. And there's so many people I meet with who like want these big things, want greatness in their life, want like all these things to manifest and come into their life, but they're not willing to trust and follow their own intuition instead of everyone else. And they're trying to do it the way everyone else is doing, or trying to get external advice, or trying to find the next expert, or trying to find the next magic pill or the next thing. Like, your fucking magic pill is inside you. You just have to be quiet and listen to it, and it will guide you perfectly in every instance. Like, if you're not supposed to be on the plane, it'll tell you not to. If you're supposed to go to the coffee shop, to meet the next person, it'll tell you to. If you're supposed to go buy a lottery ticket to win the lottery, it'll tell you. We are always guided, but there's so much noise around us. And the other noise that gets in the way is our conditioning, our programming, right? We're taught not to listen. We're taught that logic wins every time, that following the expert with all the degrees wins every time. It's reinforced that our intuition has no value. And it could not be further from the truth. The only thing you need is your intuition. Again, your authority in human design, your intuition, is the voice of your soul. Do you trust who you came here to be? Do you trust who you decide to show up as? Do you trust the magic inside of you? Do you trust your gifts? Do you trust that voice to help you make all the decisions you need to make? Is this right for me? Only you know. I don't care if everyone else in the world is doing it one way. If your body is telling you to do it a different way, that's the right way for you. And I just think if we can't do the basics, like, again, it's domino effect from there. So if you can't make the decisions based on what your body's telling you, how do you think you're going to get where you want to be, where you need to be, where you're meant to be? We need to double down and trust ourselves in a way that seems crazy to everyone else, because it's the only way. This is your one life to follow your soul, to come alive, to be happy, to be healthy, to be wealthy, to be all the things you desire. You desire them because they're meant for you. You wouldn't have that. Again, that's your body speaking to you. I want this. This would be nice. Wouldn't this be fun? That's meant for me. That's your body speaking to you. So we have to believe that if our body's saying, yes, I desire that, that it also knows how to get us there. And our dreams should seem crazy to everyone else. Our decisions should seem crazy to everyone else because everyone's different and they get to do it their way. And we get to encourage each other to do it our own way, to be different, to shine bright as fuck. Okay? And I think that we forget how important the basics are. Like, following your intuition is a building block for life. It will get you everything you need, all the clarity, all the health answers, all the wealth answers, all the business answers, all the relationship answers. It's all inside. Can you just listen? So I want to share because I am running a free masterclass on this, on the basics of human design, and it's called Not Your Typical Human Design Masterclass, because in obvious Aquarius rebel energy, I am not doing it like everyone else. I am applying it to the 20 people that sign up. We are going to go deep. We are talking about the basics, how to shift your life in the basics, how to start tomorrow, how to move forward, how to get what you need, how to know what your intuition sounds like, how to follow it and create that life that's meant for you. It is a free masterclass, you guys. It's going to be the best 90 minutes of your life. So if this episode is, if you're like, yes, I need to listen to myself more. I need to give myself that permission. I need to stop listening to my partner. I need to stop listening to my mom. I need to stop scrolling Instagram. I need to stop listening to the experts. And I need to trust myself and just do that. Come join me for free in the Not Your Typical Human Design Masterclass. It is Tuesday, August 27th, 7 p.m. Irish time, and it's free. And I'm doing some giveaways. I'm giving away a copy of Jenna Zoe's Human Design book, and I'm giving away a 90-minute full human design reading. So, and the replay will go out. When you sign up, I'll ask for your birth information. Like I said, I'm tailoring this to you. You are going to want to be there. You're going to want to be in the room. This is not to be missed. This is going to be epic. You can watch the replay and you can still be entered to win the freebies. And yeah, if there's any questions, find me on Instagram at the Wild Rebel Soul. Just shoot me a DM, ask me. All the information's there. I will also put the link to register in the show notes. And I hope to see you guys there because, like I said, following your intuition is a foundational thing. It is a basic, it is a building block for your best life. It gives you permission to be yourself. If you can just listen, follow, trust, act on it, everything will come together. It will all line up. Or you can keep doing it the hard way, keep ending up where you don't want to be, whatever floats your boat. But I'm just saying. I hope you guys join me for free in the masterclass. And like I said, just give yourself permission to listen to you over the noise, over the external world, over the quote unquote experts. Only you know what's right for you. Only you know the way. Your intuition will get you there every fucking time. I love you guys so much. Thank you for being here. And we will see you in the next episode. Bye for now.